Alpha Capital Group is a prop firm that has paid out over $100 million to more than 100,000 funded traders. But with 6 different challenges and lots of important rules, it's hard to compare the firm to competition. There's even some challenges that you should never choose with this firm. So in this video, I'll explain all the details you need to know, so you can easily decide if Alpha Capital is the prop firm for you. If you'd like to join Alpha Capital, use my link in the description for a discount. The firm was founded in 2021, then released its first challenge in 2022. It is based in the United Kingdom, created by founders George Kohler and Andrew Baylor. Alpha Capital has 15,000 ratings on Trustpilot, with a 4.6 trust score. Alpha Capital Group offers 6 different challenges: the 1-step, Alpha 1, 2-step Alpha Pro, in 6, 8 and 10% drawdown variations, the 2-step swing account, and the 3-step Alpha 3. Alpha Capital has created a futures prop firm too, which I will review in another video. The Alpha 1 challenge costs from $50 to $997. It has a 10% profit target, with 6% trailing maximum drawdown and 4% daily drawdown. This has 1 minimum trading day. The trailing drawdown is balance based and becomes locked at the original account balance once 6% profit is reached. The daily drawdown is balance and equity based. The Alpha 1 funded account pays on-demand payouts. The Alpha Pro 6% costs from $40 to $847. It has profit targets of 6% in both phases, 6% static maximum drawdown, and 3% daily drawdown, which is balance and equity based. The Alpha Pro 8% is more expensive, costing from $77 to $1,097. It has 8% and 5% profit targets, with 8% static maximum drawdown and 4% daily drawdown, which is balance based. The Alpha Pro 10% is cheaper than the 8%, but more expensive than the 6%. It has profit targets of 10% and 5%, with 10% static maximum drawdown and 5% daily drawdown, which is balance based. All Alpha Pro challenge phases have 3 minimum trading days. On the funded account, there is the option between bi-weekly and on-demand payouts. The Alpha Pro accounts may be named the same, but they are not created equally. The Alpha Pro 10% is by far the best. It is better value for money, providing higher true backing per dollar of valuation fee, and it is also easier to pass, requiring a total 150% true return to pass, compared to 163% required for the Alpha Pro 8% and 200% for the Alpha Pro 6%. This is the same difference as the Funding Pips 2-step regular versus the 2-step Pro, which I discussed in my last video. The lower profit targets look attractive, but are offset by lower maximum drawdown, so the Alpha Pro 10% will always be the best choice. The Swing Challenge has the same parameters as the Alpha Pro 10% and has the benefit of allowing weekend holding on the funded account, but it has lower leverage and costs more. On the funded account, it only offers on-demand payouts. If you want to hold trades over the weekend with Alpha Capital, this is the challenge for you, because it has static maximum drawdown compared to the Alpha 1 challenge and is easier to pass than the Alpha 3 challenge. The Alpha 3 challenge costs from $67 to $697. It has profit targets of 8%, 4% and 4%. It has 6% static maximum drawdown and 4% daily drawdown, which is equity and balance based. Each phase requires 3 minimum trading days. The Funded 3 account offers bi-weekly or on-demand payouts. This challenge is terrible. It requires a ridiculous 266% true return to pass, and it provides worse true backing per dollar of valuation fee than the Alpha Pro 10%. You are essentially paying for a challenge that is twice as hard to pass, while getting significantly worse value for money. Daily drawdown is calculated at midnight broker time, which is GMT plus 2. Alpha Pro 10%, 8% and swing accounts have daily drawdown that is calculated using balance only. All other accounts use balance or equity, whichever is higher. For the swing, 1, and 3 plans, holding trades over the weekend is allowed in all stages. For Pro plans, holding trades over the weekend is allowed during the evaluation, but not on the funded account. Make sure to take a trade once every 30 days to avoid breaching the inactivity rule. Trading with multiple IP addresses and devices and using VPNs is allowed, provided that the trades are only being executed by the individual who is the account holder. Copy trading is allowed, but proof of ownership of the master account is required. EA trading is allowed too, but is only possible on MetaTrader. EAs must be approved before use by sending the source code to the firm. Exploitative strategies like high-frequency trading are not allowed. There is also a gambling rule, which prohibits trading strategies that are deemed all or nothing. This includes high lot size and trade length variation. Trading news during the evaluation phase is allowed on all accounts. However, on funded accounts, restrictions apply. The Alpha Pro 8% and 10% funded accounts have a 4-minute restricted window around high-impact news, and the Alpha Pro 6%, Alpha 1, and Alpha 3 funded accounts have a 10-minute restricted window. If a trade is opened or closed within this window, profits made will be deducted from the account. News trading is allowed on the Alpha Swing funded account, but if a trade is initiated within the 4-minute window around a high-impact news release, its duration must exceed 2 minutes for the trade to be valid. The gambling rule also restricts news trading, prohibiting trades initiated just before and closed right after the restricted high-impact news trading window. Alpha Capital Group offers an initial maximum allocation of $400k, with a $300k limit per strategy. This can be increased up to $2 million with scaling. Scaling is available on Alpha Pro, Swing, and 3 accounts. Scaling is achieved when a 10% gain is achieved and requested in a single payout. When this happens, the reward split is paid out, and the account is increased by 10% of the initial balance. On the scaled up account, a minimum of 5 trading days is required before requesting another reward split. On the second scale up, a maximum lot size increase of 10% is applied too. The firm offers free monthly trading competitions, with evaluation prizes for the 70 traders who earn the highest returns. These accounts have 10% static maximum drawdown and 5% daily drawdown. EA trading is not allowed. Alpha Capital Group offers MetaTrader, CTrader, DXTrade, and TradeLocker as trading platforms. However, US residents may not use MetaTrader. The firm uses ACG Markets as a broker, which is FSA regulated. When purchasing your account, you must choose between standard and raw spreads. Standard accounts have larger spreads but no commissions. Raw accounts offer tight spreads from 0.1 pips, but $5 commission per lot round trip. Indices are commission-free on both account types. Trading conditions are good. As usual, there are some complaints of slippage. Leverage is up to 1 to 100 on Alpha Pro, 1 to 50 on Alpha 3, and 1 to 30 on Alpha Swing and Alpha 1. Alpha Capital offers payouts through Rise, Wise, and bank transfer. Reward splits are always 80% of the profit earned on the account. Payouts are either on demand or bi-weekly. To request on-demand payouts, you must follow the 40% best day rule and have a 2% minimum profit. The 40% best day rule states that no single trading day should contribute more than 40% of the total generated profits. If bi-weekly payouts are chosen, you can request payouts every 14 days, with a minimum $100 profit to withdraw. For your bi-weekly payout, a minimum of 5 trading days using the same strategy is required. With both withdrawal frequencies, on the 4th payout, a bonus of 0.25% of the initial account size is applied. The firm has paid out over $100 million, nearly $50 million of which can be verified on the Rise blockchain. In conclusion, Alpha Capital Group is a reputable prop firm that pays out, but not all its challenges are worth taking. Don't bother with the Alpha 1 or Alpha 3. The Alpha Pro 10% is the best pick. and the swing account is a good option if you want to hold trades over the weekend. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. Feel free to comment below what firm I should review next.